He's walking down the street and his femur breaks?
Yeah.
He didn't like fall in a hole? Or?
No.
We are the Woody Show.
Yeah.
Want to get high, so high.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Menace, you know, he likes to. What are you doing these days? Because sometimes it's seltzers, like the weed-infused seltzers. Other times it's the vape.
Yeah.
Other times it's straight smoke, you know?
Yeah, straight smoke. I do love the Pabst Blue Ribbon. They have their own line of seltzers, weed seltzers that are really good, called Pabst Labs. But I've been digging the high 90s lately. It's a vape pen that you can buy.
Yeah, so you got high with Vaughn and Morgan. Was Menace part of that?
He was not.
Oh, he was not. Oh, because when we were just at the Joe Coy thing, they stepped outside for a minute. As they say, like a Thanksgiving or a family get-together. The cousins went and took a walk.
The cousins took a walk. It was old school. It was just a straight-up spliff. We had a great time.
Vaughn didn't even offer for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
You weren't
Well, it was funny because
around,
Vaughn was already pretty high. And at one point, I was coming down, and I looked at him, and he had a drink in his hand, and I go, do you want to smoke some more weed? And before the sentence was over, he goes, yes.
Yeah, Vaughn's always good for that.
It was fun.
And then
Vaughn's always good.
I consumed some high 90s for this recording, and I kind of smoked a little too much because it took me an hour to even get started to record it, and it took me 5 times to connect the call. So I was struggling a bit.
All right, so this is Menace's higher education. So Menace, he got nice and high, and then he did an interview with somebody like this person. Explain to me who this is.
Well, this person that I will reveal pretty soon the topic is how to recover from a certain medical injury. Okay. And the person that you should always go to if you have medical questions is my buddy Half Baked.
Oh. Okay.
Dr. Baked.
And everything will be explained in our clips. So if you want to,
just so everybody's aware, Half Baked, if you couldn't tell by the name, not a real. I mean, he's really not a professional of any kind.
Says you.
Well, I mean, what is he a professional?
We'll find out.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
and if you want to get the vibes of the starting of the call, here we go.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hello. So yeah, that's what it started off.
Glad we waited.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Yes. Hello. All right.
Yes. Hello. So now, what are we talking to him about? What would he know on how to recover from a certain injury? Like, what injury? Injury does he know about?
I would think like he cut his foot open when he was at your house.
He did, but this is not it.
Okay, so now, well, what happened?
So I'm doing an interview about what it's like to break your femur and the process of recovery.
Now, keep in mind, Menace is super high.
Yeah, is he talking at like half speed? Like
because he's high.
Mega high.
But I think what you're going to hear, Half Baked, is perfectly sober. He just speaks this way.
How do you break your femur?
You gotta be a real dip to do that. That's what I was. And it's embarrassing as.
Well, I mean, I can think of plenty other more embarrassing injuries than that.
Now he was just walking. He didn't even do anything. What? Yeah, and his femur broke.
Oh,
yeah, it's bad. So where is the femur located? We find out here.
Your femur is the top of your leg, right? Like.
It's to the left of your wiener.
All right.
Medically speaking.
Well, I guess it depends on which leg.
Yeah.
Because one of them is to the left, the other one is to the right.
Right. His left or the doctor's left.
By the way, as I'm looking at the clips, just keep in mind as I'm going through this, I have all these clips, and it's very clear that not only did Menace record this while he was super high, he also put the clips together while he was super high. So he clipped them up, and then just the way they're in here, you can tell he was super baked.
Yeah.
While he put him in here.
Misspelled.
Yeah.
1, 2,
right.
6.
So how does it feel to break your femur?
So when you break your femur, do you fall to the ground right away, or?
Yeah, you fall to the ground instantly, but it hurts like shit. And if you slightly move, you cuss like 500 times.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like hell.
Yeah, sounds like a good time. So I want to know, like, okay, how did he even get to the hospital if he can't even walk?
Because does he live by himself?
He lives with his parents.
Of course he does.
That tracks.
There we go.
Line up, ladies.
Well, no, he has lived on his own.
Yeah.
He has.
How old is he?
He is 40.
I was gonna say mid 40s, right?
43.
43.
Oh, wow.
Living at home. All right.
Yeah.
So, like, let's just say that you weren't living at home. I'm assuming, like, maybe his parents brought him or whatever. But
Yeah.
if you weren't living at home, I mean, what did you do?
So you break your femur. Do you have to go into an ambulance? Like, how do you get to the
Yes.
hospital? Are you still?
You go in an ambulance, and then they hit speed bumps, and you hurt like hell.
Do they give you drugs inside the inside the ambulance?
No, they do it in the hospital, and then you have to get surgery.
Oh.
Wow. It's incredible
Yeah.
to hear Half-Baked sounding really normal.
I know. Well, comparatively.
compare it.
Yeah. To Super High Menace. This is
Really weird.
Menace's higher education. He's learning how to recover from a certain medical injury, which is a broken femur.
That's serious, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super painful.
So when you get to the hospital, what happens next?
All right.
Did you have to go under? Like, did they have to knock you out to do surgery?
Yeah, they knock you out.
Yeah.
Hopefully they didn't molest me like they do other patients.
Allegedly.
I mean, let's hope
you've
so.
heard. You've heard stories like that.
I saw
Yeah.
Kill
Yeah.
Bill.
Did you ever
Hopefully.
break a bone, Gina?
I broke my foot, but I was in an air cast, not in a real
Oh.
cast. So now
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah. I've never broken anything like to where you need
That's good.
a cast. I'm
Neither.
pretty sure I maybe have broken a toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably.
You know, like when you kick,
There's nothing you can do
you know,
about
when you
that.
kick like one of the legs of the sofa or
Yeah.
something, or the corner of a table or something.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
hurts like hell.
So I have other questions on, you know,
Okay.
while he's at the hospital. What's
right.
going on?
Menace's higher education.
How's it feel taking a number 2 while your leg's all messed up?
Okay.
It hurts. It sucks ass. I hope you never endure this pain. The only people I wish this injury on are people that oppose the Woody Show.
Okay.
And then I hate Vince McMahon
Oh, there it
for
is.
people and the Rocket Owen Hart.
Okay, I knew we had to get a mention
Yeah.
of Vince McMahon in
Not
there
a
somewhere.
fan.
Which, by the way, we have asked, even though he hates him, so I'm not even sure he would have watched it otherwise. To watch that Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah,
Documentary.
If we asked him, he would do it.
Yeah, and we're gonna get his review of it.
Oh,
at some
good.
point.
So wait, is he actively
hates
dealing
it.
with his injury?
Yeah, he's still recovering.
'Cause, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hearing a lot of present tense in there.
Yeah. I mean, he really jacked himself up.
Yeah.
And again, not at work. Just pointing that out.
Just walking.
Yeah. And what's he doing these days? He works for like the grocery warehouse or something like that.
Yeah, he works for a warehouse.
A warehouse for a grocery chain.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
something like that. He doesn't drive anything, right? Like, no
Yeah, he
forklifts
drives.
or like a
Oh, I don't know if he drives a forklift.
yeah, like a forklift or
He drives a vehicle.
even pulling around. You ever see like one of those big hand trucks that have like the hydraulics on
Oh,
it?
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh, those are
Oh, I
all
think
fun.
he does
Yeah.
use those.
Yeah. All right. So this is
All right.
Menace
Yeah.
talking to Half Baked on how to recover from a certain medical injury.
Yeah. So what happens after the hospital?
So you get out of the hospital out of a week. What happens then?
Then I had to go to a rehab center for a week. Awful. There was old ass 80-year-old people wouldn't eat the garbage food. I made my dad bring me Carl's Jr. and Chick-fil-A.
Did you see any of these old people naked?
Good question.
No.
All right. Yeah. Menace is.
So he literally was. He's walking down the street and his femur breaks.
Yeah.
He didn't like fall in a hole. Or?
No.
Yeah. Like how? I mean, I don't know how that happens.
Yeah.
bizarre.
I don't know.
I mean, my uncle Tim, he broke his foot walking down a flight of stairs.
That's what
Yeah.
happened
but
to me
but
too.
he like he didn't fall or anything. It just broke.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's I mean, he's big and fat like I am.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know a dude
So
that
that-
broke his ankle just stepping off a curb.
Really?
Right, and those are small bones, though. Your femur is
Yeah, right.
ginormous.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
You would think that's really like osteoporosis or
Really
something.
weird.
Or, yeah, it's so weird.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right, so Half-Baked is recovering from a broken femur. Menace is super high.
Yes.
And he's asking him how to recover from that. We're learning something this morning.
Yeah, and I started thinking about Greg Gorey. Like, if Greg Gorey was doing this interview, what would he ask? So I have a question here.
Okay.
You know what Gregory wants to ask? Did you lose any weight?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, really? How much did you drop? Fool, speak on it.
Like, a lot. I'm not the tub of I used to be.
So you're saying Gregory should break his femur?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. No, because
Lucky.
here's the thing. Greg has someone to bring him the food. Number
Yeah.
one,
Oh,
like
yeah.
so, if you broke your leg and you're a little bit more immobile, that's not good because then even if you had a lower amount of exercise or movement before, now it's even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
you're losing muscle.
So you're
Sitting there vegetating.
you're saving yourself trips to the
Right.
pantry or
Right.
to the refrigerator. However,
Then
Mario would be like waiting on him hand and
I
foot.
know. And
Just
that would
feeding
be
him all the comfort food
Yeah,
stuff because
tubs
he's
of
so
ice cream.
bummed.
that's true. And then, but that would be after the hospital vacation. That would roll.
Oh, that's true. The hospital
You just
vacation would be
lie
pretty
around and
good.
everybody's just
You-
taking care of you.
Just want to make sure you're comfortable and you're watching TV and they
Right.
bring you your food and stuff like that.
You're all cozy.
Sponge baths from nurses
Yup,
and stuff.
yup.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
So-
Menace with Half-Baked. Menace is super high.
Yes, and I asked him, like, what advice do you have for everybody?
All right.
Do you have any recommendations for people that might break their femur?
Get the surgery as quick as you can.
So they shouldn't walk around with it broken?
No.
Okay. All right.
right.
Good solid advice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. So just don't walk around with a broken femur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't ignore that issue.
Don't go
No.
for a jog.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get that taken care of right away. Great question, Menace.
Don't run errands. Just
Yeah.
go straight to the hospital.
Great
Yep.
question. All right.
Yeah.
Any final words with a Half-Baked?
Any last words before we leave today?
That's it.
Oh, all right. Well, it was fun chatting with you.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
All right.
Menace, super high.
So I hope you learned a lot today.
Yeah, I did.
On how to
Don't
deal
break
with
your
them.
femur.
Don't
And if you
break it.
do, get it work done.
Yeah, don't wait. Just get the surgery
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
away.
Hurts like
And
hell.
if you go to a rehab center, there's gonna be
Yeah.
old people there.
Yeah, which you don't get to see naked apparently.
Yeah, sadly.
Weak.
All right, thank you, Menace. I feel like
No problem.
maybe I could have learned more had there been an actual medical professional or something. But in a
First-hand
pinch,
experience.
Any
in a
port in a
pinch, I
storm.
guess. Yeah. That's right.